in Galatians chapter 3, verses 23 to Galatians chapter 4, verse 7, we learn the definitive reason why good works can't connect us with God. And through Galatians, we have been learning a lot about that. Paul talks about why the law just doesn't cut it. And he combats against these false teachers that have infiltrated the church and tried to tell the new believers that it's not only faith in Jesus, but it's also faith in Jesus and the law. Well, now Paul tells us the definitive reason why that is absolutely ludicrous. It can't be faith plus the law. And the reason it can't be faith plus the law is this. There's a three-part reason, definitive reason why good works can't connect us with God before or after salvation. First of all, God is your daddy. Now, it says that when we come to faith in Jesus, we receive the spirit of sonship, is what it says. So the same spirit that was in Jesus, let him call it Abba Father, Daddy. Abba Father is Daddy, is in us. We receive the Holy Spirit and it enables us to call out Daddy. So the minute we place our faith in Jesus, it's not, oh dear God, it's not, oh sir, it's not, excuse me, professor, it's nothing like that. It's Daddy. That's our connection. That's our relationship with God, Daddy. So God is your daddy. That's the first part of the reason why good works can't connect us to God. The second part is this. The law was your guardian. So before Jesus came, through the text, it talks about the law. It talks about how the law was our guardian. It was there to manage humanity until Jesus had come. It showed us a list of rules in order to ceremonially get connected with God, but not really spiritually get connected with him, but ceremonially to stay at some level of connection with God. It was just a guardian. It was never meant to be permanent, like a babysitter. Okay, that's what the law was. The law was a babysitter until Daddy came back home, which is basically what the text is saying. So Daddy did come back home. We've placed our faith in him. The promise is faith in Jesus leads to righteousness. We've placed our faith in him, been given the Spirit, been credited righteousness, and now, thirdly, you don't need a guardian when you have a daddy. Honestly, if I have a daddy, I don't need to be adopted by somebody. If I have a daddy, I don't need to be in the system with a number of guardians telling me all these rules and how to be a good boy, because I got my daddy to do that. So the law could used to be able to ceremonially get us connected with God, but now, just as deeply biological as parents are with their child, naturally born child, that's what we have with God. This deep spiritual and biological, this connection with God is much more deeper than we have, I suppose. We're connected with God. We don't need it. So the law then is obsolete. It is. The old covenant law is obsolete. We no longer need it to manage our connection with God. We are connected directly with God because of our faith in Jesus. And you know what? It's not about breaking the law. It's not about dishonoring the law. The law is still good. The law still reveals the nature and character of God. It's still right to not murder. It's still right to not steal, okay? But when God is our daddy isn't going to lead us into ways that break the law. Our daddy's going to lead us in ways that affirm the law and uphold the law. So it's not disconnected from God to get connected to a guardian. We can't do that anymore. The law is obsolete. So the definitive reason why good works can't connect us with God is because it was just a guardian. But now that our daddy is here, we no longer need a guardian. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to find out how it is I've arrived at my conclusion, then please look at the longer video in the series. And would you please do me a favor? It really helps me if you would share this. So if you're on Facebook, share it. If you're on YouTube, share it. If you're on Twitter, share it. It would be wonderful for you to share this and get the word out so that other people can connect with Jesus through this inductive study as well. God bless you. See you next time.